Hello, my name is Cmd. For today, we're going to be discussing about reformatting your USB from your file and having to discuss about virtual drive. So what we're going to do first is going to be main focusing on having to install or just use the virtual drive that we're going to get, and then give you guys a drive so that I could download this stuff that I'm doing here in the video. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, do watch the whole process so that you know what to do. And so now the next one we need to do is go through the search bar and type Ultra ISO. But we have here is the reason tab. We have the Ultra ISO. Now this is a trial version because I don't have the money for it. So now we're gonna go for this is the first panel. We're gonna go to the second tab or second panel. We're gonna click the mount to virtual drive. Now what's this gonna do is gonna be focusing on having to deal with the ISO file that you downloaded in the Google Drive, or that I'm gonna send you later on. So after that, we need to click for the image file, the three dots on the right hand corner. So after that, we need to go for get my OS Windows 7. It's up to you on where to get, if you want to download Windows 10 by 64 or Windows 7, but we're not going to click this two. We're going to click the Windows 7 by 64. So after, because this will be this I'll discuss this later on the vid, or I'll discuss this on another vid, then I'm going to do later on. So yeah, let's go. The next one, after that, we need to mount the disk. We don't need to click anything else, we just need to wait for it. It would also say unloaded at first if you download the file and you haven't started doing stuff, but if you click on mount, this will lead to having ejected the file, which will be gone, or the virtual disk will be gone. So yeah, we don't need to click this. Maybe it will be gone after we restart the computer, so you don't need to worry about this. So after that, we need to move on to the reformatting of the USB. We don't need this anymore, so that we need to minimize close that. What we can do first is try to pull out the USB. So better have a USB first so that you could be ready, and it's much more easier to do stuff with. The next one is plugging in your USB. If the USB is not working, then you need to buy a new one, because that's how the repeaters are nowadays. You can't do much. You can't really help it. So unless if you found a solution down below, so tell me down below so that I could help to fix help to perform that thing. So now we need to do is move on to the command prompt. First of all, I would tell you, this is a very old USB or flash drive, because if you press here, it didn't pop up because it has been used for so long. But if you have, if you bought a new USB or a flash drive, I don't know, maybe those two things. This stuff will, this command or this GUI will pop up in your screen, and this will help you reformat the things that you need to do. This will be the default file system. We don't want that because that's only 2 GB of use of your 29 capacity or 32 capacity. So we're gonna click for NTFS and that. We need to also change those stuff, and then click format and then start off. But we are not gonna use the GUI because that's most easiest way. But if it doesn't work, then we need to focus on the hard reformatting, which is can be focusing on let's say the command prompt. So after that, we need to type the command prompt, run as administrator. Then after that, just minimize this one. We need to open this one, and right here we need to type this part. After that, it's gonna load for a bit. Now the C file here, the Windows System 2 will be changed to this part. Now it's changed to this part too. now we can do is the next one is gonna list the disk. This will be your first partition. The second one, I have almost 2 terabytes of file. So yeah, this one's much more easier. The second one, and then this is my main C file, and then the E file. There's also a disk where you could see your partitions and stuff like that. So now we need to click for the 29 GB because that's the flash drive that we insert in our computer. The next one is select the disk number 2. So it's up to you if you want to put number 1 or 2 to 3, but I'll have you to do to focus on having a flash drive, so that is much more easier to boot up with, because you just need to pull out and then pull it, so much easier. Now the disk 2 is selected. Now we need to clean the file or reformatting the stuff. It's just gonna clean the disk, that's all. Then we need to create a partition primary. So this will make a file so that it would be able to do some other stuff, which is the hardware inside the disk or inside the flash drive, Jesus. Okay, we need to enter that one and then select partition 1. Now I don't really know what will happen here because with stuff like that. The format, now we need to format fs and then equals to ntfs, as well as in the formatting page or GUI. So now the next one is we need to space and then press type quick and then space again for label, and then that, and then Windows 7 by 64. You didn't need to change this, so it's up to you. This is just optional, the label stuff. So now that we need to do that, after that, before we go on, before we press the tab, this stuff here, the quick, it's gonna be a quick formatting. If you didn't have that or didn't have that command, it will take you about 10 to 30 minutes, but this will also take you about 1 minute to 2 minutes. I'm not sure, it depends on your storage. So after that, you need to click that, and then we're gonna wait for that stuff to happen. So after that works, now we need to search for we need to type in active. You don't need to worry about this, so the active can be used on Cmd disk, so we don't need to worry about that. So we need to exit this part. Now it comes back to Windows System 32, so that's good. Now we can close this. We move on to the files. Will be the stuff where we place all the other we'll go to the desktop or the PC. So this is your virtual drive. Now we need to go here, double click that, and then hold left button or left mouse button, and then copy that. You don't need to cut because it will be still there because this is a virtual drive. We need to go for Windows 7 by 64. I didn't put E, but yeah, that's fine. Now we need to paste it down here. Now we need to wait. It's absolutely gonna take you 10 minutes properly, so it's much more easier. You know what, I'll cut this part here so that you guys don't have to suffer with me. So yeah, I'll see you after this is done. Well, hello there. It's been 20 minutes. I hope it's been 20 minutes. Doing this kind of stuff is it takes a while to do, so You better be ready, I guess. For now, we're gonna be checking on this PC. I haven't like turned off the Windows 7, so now we are going to this stuff. This is basically that the virtual disk. We're going to Windows 7. We'll look to setup right here. We'll open that one, and then yeah, it's done. This will help you really boot your computer if you have a new computer or you're trying to help a friend. So yeah, I think that's all. It's it's not a hard process until you actually know the commands, but if you don't know the commands, then it's gonna be hard for you because you need to search for it. But yeah, I think that's all for today. So it's gonna be a while after that, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.